Hey guys, Taylor with GammaEdge here, coming at you with a quick market status for Tuesday, April 11th. Here's our general disclaimer. Give this a read. When you're done so, let's move on. Here, starting out with the tick US model. Cumulative tick did break above the short-term moving average ribbon. This is not quite railroad tracks yet, but it is headed that way if we do get a continuation higher today. Filtered tick did see a little bit of selling, kind of late morning, early afternoon. Pretty much flat rest of the session, and new lows outpaced new highs. So net, not a super constructive day, but cumulative tick is headed higher, so something to be aware of. Tick US, tick ARCX model, a bit of a better picture here. Cumulative tick is above the longer term moving average ribbon, which continues to uninvert. After today's session, we should have the shortest term moving average above the long cyan moving average ribbon. That's our long term signal that would then fire. As for the cumulative tick itself, we have railroad tracks starting to form higher. Cumulative tick is higher, trending higher, so all looks better on this model. Here, going through price action now, this is our 10 a.m. Eastern Time script. We have SPY, SPX, and QQQs. SPY, we had a demand zone here, not necessarily from gamma levels, but just from price action itself over the last couple of days. We did find support here, then progressed higher, finish in the range of Thursday's price action. SPX, again, finding support right around 0 GAX, push up towards P-trans. So if you didn't necessarily get in on the 0 GAX kind of area, you could have seen that the trend was higher on the day and could have played towards plus GAX. Then looking at QQQs, again, kind of similar action, found support right around negative GAX, and then again at 0 GAX and progression higher. Going through liquidity stocks now, we have Apple and Tesla here. Apple, not a ton to say here. Tesla, again, not a ton to say here. Kind of in the both are in the middle. Were in the middle of their range and kind of meandered up to significant zones. So something to be aware of there. Looking at Microsoft and Nvidia. Nvidia did find support right at 0 GAX, move up to P-trans. Kind of a textbook pattern move here. GammaEdge 0 GAX to P-trans. Was quite volatile around 0 GAX, so I did not have any kind of entries. I missed the trade. But yeah, something there. Just be cognizant of next time. Now we have AMD. This was a much better setup in my opinion. Why is that? Because had a break and a retest of 0 GAX and volatility really dampened around 0 GAX. We're able to size your risk a lot better against 0 GAX. Then got to move right back up to P-trans again. And then Amazon, not a ton to say here, just kind of right in between supply and demand zones. So now going through what tomorrow could bring. This is our 5 p.m. Eastern Time script. This is before any overnight updates, but this is the best that we have until those become available. Looking at SPY, not a ton to say here. Trading just kind of in a trading range right now, is below 0 GAX and COTMP, which is constructive. So if we do have some kind of pullback, these are the two levels I'd be looking at first for um, support, and then to the upside. First, I'm looking at this swing high that we have. Then, if we are able to break that, break and retest higher up to P-trans. SPX sitting right at P-trans, so any kind of weakness, I'd love to see supportive action here at P-trans for progression higher. And Qs is really just in the middle of no man's land between COTMP and P-trans. Looking at Apple and Tesla here. Apple, I like the setup here. Looking at the 65-minute chart, the zones are very clear. Looking at the 5-minute chart, we're sitting right below P-trans. So if we get a break retest out of this zone to the downside, 0 GAX would be my target. And if we're able to break and retest the upside here, COTMC would be my first target. So that's a great if-then scenario there. Looking at Tesla's structure on the 65-minute chart is pretty sloppy, so I'm not super interested in this stock right now. Going to Microsoft and Nvidia. Looking at Microsoft, not a ton to say here. We do have COTMP to the downside and to the upside. Looking at 65-minute chart, we do have a big supply zone here on that, so we need to push through that. If we're able to push through that, then potentially plus GAX is in range. Looking at Nvidia here, I do like to set up on Nvidia first on the 65-minute chart. You can see the kind of key price zones are well defined. Again, we are sitting right at P-trans, so some kind of continued consolidation around B-trans with a push up to plus GEX would be ideal. We do have COTMP and zero GEX to the downside. So if we do get some kind of break lower of this price structure, a retest and a breakdown to zero GEX could be an interesting play. And lastly, looking at Amazon and Google. Amazon, you can see on 65-minute chart, we are at a key price level right here. Some kind of failure, move back down to COTMP, zero GEX is interesting. However, if we do break above, then want to see it get through P-trans, and if we already get through P-trans, then looking for a swing high. And last stock is Google. Again, you can see kind of well-defined price levels that many of the other stocks we've gone through have. Right now, just sitting in between the COTMP and P-trans. So with that, hopefully it's clear kind of yesterday's price action, what I'm looking at today in terms of levels, and we will see you all here in a couple hours in the room streaming, talking to any potential trades and whatnot. So see you in a little bit. Have a good day. Bye.